Everyone, this is Don the Daunting NCFs, and we're taking a look at the Transformers LG-45 Targetmaster Hot Rod. And now I know this is out of order because the LG-44 is the Shirticons, but I just wanted to get this one done and out of the way because, well, it's Hot Rod and I like it a little bit more than the Shirticons, even though those are pretty good molds too. So, getting around onto it, you got a nice picture of him there with Firebolt sitting there on the side. On the back, you got your images, as always, your little warnings and whatnot, your little Beast Wars characters. And same thing on there. So, bringing in Hot Rod here, we'll take a quick look at our paperwork. Here is the manual that's included within, again, that same nice piece of artwork. On the back you've got his, tech specs. So, looks like both his intelligence and his rank are 5. Could be a little bit higher, but it's fine. You got your little Legends comic here on the back. So, something going on about Targetmaster. And you got the instruction booklet on the inside, but that really doesn't matter at this point because it is just a repaint of the Hasbro one, which I guess we can go ahead and take comparisons and get those out of the way. So you got him more in this cartoon, movie accurate kind of maroon. You got a much more saturated orange or yellow here for the spoiler. Got even that little tiny bit of orange there for the stripe, and you got translucent yellow plastic for the flames here, which we'll go in more detail about that. But it is a very molded piece. You can see right there, even the intakes are different. You got the silver painted exhaust pipes and the rims. Even got the full frame around the windows painted here, whereas on the Hasbro one it is not. And it's also a much brighter blue. It's much like the Masterpiece. So, you get the black there for the exhausts, whereas here is just gray with the red pipe. So. On to weapons, you got this double-barreled thing that plugged into the engine on the Hasbro Hot Rod, which split into 2 guns that don't even look like his own from any bit of fiction. And you can put fire drive in there. Just whatever. And here we got Firebolt, which we will take a closer look at here in just a moment. But taking a look here at the Titanmaster, Headmaster. Now, if you go by the Japanese lore, this here is Hot Rod, with how they do Headmasters and everything. But it's just a repainted version of Fire Drive with the black, that maroon, the orange painted face. And as heads, this ends up looking a lot more like Ironhide than it does Hot Rod. And there we got Hot Rod. Now, I've just seen this popping up all over Twitter. He does have a few blemishes for the paint. And kind of looks like he's got mouth herpes or cold sore. And then he's got another one right there. Another little one right there. I mean, it's not terrible, but, I wish they would have cleaned that up before letting it go through. We got that maroon, or that darker, like dark burgundy, going through the crest on the sides. You got the white here on the crest of the center. Very nice blue eyes, whereas here it's just, they're kind of it's hard to get any light in there, but they're just kind of a dull blue, whereas these are kind of bright. You can see them, and they're a lot easier to see in person than even these are. So, get that out of the way. Now for Firebolt, simple Targetmaster. These are new molds. They did not retool these from Power Core Combiners. So, transforming him, super easy. Just pull those out, bring the legs down, rotate them at the knee, which is on a ball joint. untab this barrel section and rotate that around at the waist, and there we got Firebolt. So he does look pretty good. Got the nice silver paint throughout and that translucent backpack, even the gold, molded in gray plastic. He does look how he did in the cartoon for the most part. Got those kind of glossy blue eyes, visor. As for articulation goes, I mean, in order to move the head, you have to also move the waist, which you have to get the backpack out of the way. But it, you know, it's fine. It doesn't bother me too much. It does have ball jointed shoulders. Got independent hips and knees, and the only two ball joints are the knees and the shoulders. Now comparing him to a Titanmaster, he's, yeah, double the size as far as height. So, and real quick, we'll go ahead and get Hot Rod here into robot mode, and well, for the most part, we'll get him almost there because transformation is pretty much the same, so we'll just skip it for the most part, and we'll be right back. Alright, and here we have Hot Rod for the most part in robot mode. Now I've also went ahead and changed the US one the same way. Now with the US one, you'd had this joint here to, you know, tighten up the chest and fill everything out and show off some of the belly detail. Well, on the Takara one, they've done away with that completely. I mean, it's all translucent plastic. And now, instead of flipping out the inner grip, you know, the front part of the bumper, you want to bring this down, and as you do, rotate this engine piece around to fill in and hide that away. So now you get a more cartoon accurate version of Hot Rod. And bring that down. And so there's that. Now, you can push that in further, but there have been reports of breakage. So I'm just going to give it just a little push, just to kind of get it started and leave it at that. Go ahead and take our heads, put them on. You know, once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy to get them onto Hot Rod. So, there we go. Now, just as before, you know, you got more toy accurate and more cartoon accurate. As you can see with the legs here, they've gone with that kind of gunship gray. It's actually just more of a charcoal black to kind of fit with the original cartoon, whereas maybe they should have gone with like a more bluish gray, like kind of like the Masterpiece, but it's fine. I like it. It still looks good. And here it's just plain red with a little bit of silver. Now, one thing I just noticed is here on the forearms, I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera, but you got the orange on the outside, and those arrows, just like on Prime, are bright yellow. So that's a cool little detail that I just noticed here under the lights. And then you get all this nice kind of like stained glass window here on, you know, the Takara's chest. Whereas here it's just flames and an engine. So, yeah, you can take the gun, and the one thing I still don't like about these is you can't just put them in using it as a double-barreled gun without it facing up and down, which looks ridiculous. So you're going to have to give them two pistols. And for the Takara one, let's go ahead and change Firebolt back into a gun. I believe somewhere it said that this is actually some KISS player's character in the Targetmaster uniform, but we all know this is Firebolt. He's also got a extra pull right there, so I guess you can double up the Targetmasters maybe to make way for some new characters coming down the line, like a new Scoop, a new Mixmaster, and Landfill. Yeah, Landfill. So, there we go. Got him together finally with his Targetmaster, as he should be. And I do like it. You know, all the posability is the same. I mean, it's just a repaint. But the joints are a little bit tighter. The hips are still a little on the loose side, but nowhere near Well, I guess they're still just as floppy. But there's one coming up soon that is nowhere near as floppy as his Hasbro counterpart. And we'll take a look at that here shortly. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Trying to make it as quick as possible. So, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to check out the review of the original Hot Rod down in the description, or just on my Time to Return playlist. I think I'm just going to put this in there too, since it's kind of the same, even though it's Takara Legends. I mean, it still follows the same concept. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to stop repeating that now, but yeah, check out the links down in the description. I got Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Check those out. And that pretty much does it. So, we'll see you guys later. And, oh, also, be sure to check out Cybercast every other Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And Galactic Gumbo follows about an hour and a half, 2 hours later at 8:30 Central Standard Time. And then every Wednesday, check out Stasis Lock on Bricks on the Dollars channel. It's down in the description, along with G1 Hexatron's channel. That is every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, wait, no, at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, sorry. So, be sure to check that out, and we'll see you guys all later.